Socrates would tell a story to symbolize the great challenge that we all face when deciding who we want to be in life and what type of life we want to live, either the path of virtue and heroism or the path of vice and debauchery. It was called The Choice of Hercules. The story goes that Hercules, when a young man, found himself on an isolated fork in the road, and he sat there contemplating his future and trying to decide which path to take. As he toiled with his decision, he saw two women of larger stature than ordinary starting to approach him. One had a very noble air to her, dignified in appearance, dressed in plain white robe. Her beauty was natural and easy, her motions and behavior full of modesty. The other was dressed a little more ostentatiously, right? She had a very seductive appearance. She looked into Hercules' eyes flirtatiously. She kept looking at the figure that she made in her own shadow and adjusting her appearance, trying to allure Hercules' attention. As they drew nearer, the first goddess in white continued the same composed pace, while the other, striving to get ahead of her, ran up to Hercules and addressed herself first to him. "My dear Hercules," she said, "I see you are very much divided in your thoughts upon the way of life that you ought to choose. Be my friend and follow me, Hercules. I will lead you down the easiest and most pleasant road. There is not a single pleasure of which you will be deprived, and you will live out your life without ever encountering hardship. You'll have no responsibilities and never be called upon to go to war. Rather, your only concern will be what food or drink to savor next, what sights and sounds or physical sensations will please you the most. You'll spend your days and nights trying to decide which lovers you want to pleasure you next. Sumptuous tables and beds full of roses and clouds of perfume and concerts of music and crowds of beauties are all ready to receive you. Come along with me into this region of delights, the world of pleasure, and bid farewell forever to care, to pain, to business. All of this will be yours from the labor of other men. You'll never have to lift a finger yourself. My blessings will grant you all these benefits, free from all effort and anxiety." When she finished speaking, Hercules asked her name. She said, "My friends call me Happiness," she said, though this was not her true name. Meanwhile, the other woman, who had been waiting patiently, now steps forward. "I too have come to meet you, Hercules," she said. "I came because I know your parents, Zeus and Hera. I have been carefully observing your character and the course of your education. What I have seen has filled me with hope. If you'd only follow me and the path that leads towards me, one day you might become a great hero and perform many noble deeds. You'll have the opportunity to earn great honor from the blessings that I bestow. However, rather than delude you with promises of future pleasures, I will tell you the truth exactly as it is ordained by the gods. Nothing that is truly good and admirable is gained without some effort and sacrifice. If you want the gods to bestow greatness in you, you must earn it through the struggle and effort of growth. If you want to be loved by your friends, you must show them kindness. If you desire to be honored by great cities, you must help their people. If you expect to be admired throughout Greece, you must make yourself a benefit to the whole of Greece. If you want your land to produce crops and abundance and wonders, you must patiently farm your land. If you hope to make money from your livestock, you must take good care of them. If you seek to extend your influence through conquest, to free your friends and subdue your enemies, you must learn the art of war from experts and diligently practice them. If you want to be physically fit and strong, you must train your body and obey your mind and develop it through hard work and sweat. These are the only terms and conditions upon which I can propose happiness." The first woman pressed forward again, trying to interrupt her companion. "Do you not realize, Hercules," she exclaimed, "by her own confession, the way to her pleasures is long and difficult. Listen to me instead, for I will put you on the short and easy road to happiness." The second goddess replied, "What good are pleasures," she proposes, "if you are gratifying your appetites before they are raised? To eat before you are hungry, drink before you are thirsty, sleep before you are tired, for it won't be from the satisfaction of work that makes you want to retire to your bed, but boredom. You will have been turned out by all the other gods and absconded by every decent man. You will be denied the opportunity to hear the sweetest of sounds, praise of yourself from others, and you will be denied the sweetest of all sights, for you will never contemplate any work of your own that's admirable. You see, Hercules, she concluded, if you work hard in the way that I describe, you can possess true happiness and fulfillment in life. The name of this goddess was Arete, which means virtue, and the other, who called herself Happiness, was actually named Kakia, which means vice. Hercules, of course, chose the path of virtue and was not seduced by vice. He faced continual persecution from the goddess Hera and her minions and was forced to undertake the legendary 12 labors, including slaying Hydra, ultimately entering Hades and then the underworld itself to capture Cerberus with his bare hands. He died in the most extreme agony, poisoned by cloth soaked in Hydra's blood. However, Zeus was so impressed by the greatness of his soul that he elevated him to the status of a god in his own right, and his heroic legend lives on to this very day and now this very morning in you. Here's the lesson that Socrates and now I am conveying to you this morning. You will perpetually find yourself at that crossroad. The choice will be presented to you all throughout the day. And at that crossroad, you decide which path you take. Will you be seduced by vice, or will you stay faithful to virtue? Will you be seduced to believe that there is a shortcut? Will you choose the path of ease and instant pleasure? Or will you know the path of virtue? Although difficult and arduous, it is the only path to honor and dignity and heroic victory. So I say, stand firm in your virtue against all temptations by vice. So now you tell us your choice in the comments below. If you choose vice, then you can write #EasyLife. If you choose virtue, then write #HeroicLife. Let's see what you choose.